What would you do if a single choice could change your life forever? Malik Thompson sprinted through the crowded Chicago streets, his heart pounding as the clock ticked closer to 3 p.m. His worn sneakers slapped against the pavement, and his tie flapped wildly over his shoulder. Today was his show-to-job interview at Horizon Innovations, a tech firm known for its competitive hires. At 24, Malik had clawed his way through community college, late-night shifts at a diner, and endless rejections. This interview was his chance to break free from the grind, to prove he was more than his circumstances. But the city had other plans. As he rounded a corner, Malik nearly collided with an elderly man slumped against a lamppost. The man's cane had slipped from his hand, clattering to the sidewalk. His face was pale, his breathing shallow, and his trembling hands clutched a crumpled grocery bag. Passers-by stepped around him, their eyes fixed on their phones or the horizon. Malik froze. His phone buzzed in his pocket 10 minutes until the interview. He could keep running. He should keep running. But something in the old man's eyes, fear, maybe, or resignation, held him in place. "Hey, sir, you okay?" Malik asked, crouching down. The man's voice was frail, barely audible. "Phil can't get up." My heart, Malik's stomach dropped. He glanced at his phone again. 2:53 p.m. The office was still 3 blocks away. He could make it if he left now. But the man's hand gripped his arm, weak but desperate. Malik took a deep breath, the weight of the moment settling over him. "Hold on, I've got you." He dialed 911, his voice steady as he relayed the situation. While waiting for the ambulance, he sat with the man, whose name, he learned, was Henry. Henry's stories wandered about his late wife, his days as a jazz musician, the city before it became a maze of glass towers. Malik listened, nodding, though his mind screamed about the interview slipping away. When the paramedics arrived, they confirmed Henry was stable but needed a hospital. Malik helped him into the ambulance, his own dreams fading with each step. As he stood on the empty sidewalk, the weight of his choice hit him. He'd missed the interview. No call, no excuse, just gone. His phone showed 3:27 p.m. Malik sank onto a bench, his head in his hands. What had he done? He'd chosen a stranger over his future. Yet, as he replayed Henry's grateful smile, a flicker of warmth cut through his regret. Maybe doing the right thing was its own kind of victory. The next morning, Malik's phone rang. It was Horizon Innovations. His heart sank, expecting a polite rejection. Instead, the voice on the other end was warm, almost amused. "Mr. Thompson, this is Clara from HR. We'd like you to come in today. Mr. Grayson, our CEO, specifically requested you." Malik's mind raced. Had they rescheduled? Was this a mistake? He agreed, bewildered, and arrived at the sleek office building by noon. Clara led him to a conference room where a familiar figure sat. Henry. But this wasn't the frail man from the sidewalk. Dressed in a sharp suit, his presence commanded the room. "Malik," he said, his voice stronger now. "I'm Henry Grayson, CEO of Horizon Innovations. Yesterday, you showed me something rarer than ambition-compassion." Malik's jaw dropped. The elderly stranger was the man he was supposed to impress? Henry leaned forward, his eyes gleaming. "We need people like you here. Not just for your resume, but for your heart." Malik's breath caught. The twist didn't end there. Clara, the HR manager, chimed in. "I saw you help him too. I was across the street, picking up coffee. I told Mr. Grayson you didn't hesitate, even when you knew it might cost you." Her words hit Malik like a wave. His act of kindness had been witnessed, not just by Henry, but by someone who carried weight in the decision. It wasn't just chancy, it was a test he didn't know he was taking. Henry offered Malik the job on the spot, a junior analyst position with room to grow. Malik accepted, his voice thick with emotion. As he left the office, the city felt different, less like a maze and more like a place where choices mattered. He'd missed an interview but gained something greater, a reminder that kindness could open doors no resume could. Malik walked home under the Chicago sky, his steps lighter, his future brighter. Sometimes, the detours lead you exactly where you're meant to be. Yendi.